Hi, I'm Carol Hearn from Wandering Creek Antiques and Wandering Creek Jewelry. I used to have a store, a physical store in Bellevue, Washington for a number of years selling estate fine jewelry. And I decided to bring my business to the internet a few years ago and have been selling on eBay since 1997. I've just brought out my inventory left over from my shop, which we closed in 2001, and I'm beginning to sell my fine jewelry inventory on eBay and on my own site. I wanted to give you a little information today about why people return to us over and over again to buy our beautiful jewelry. As you can see from the items I brought with me today, the things that we sell are not the kind of thing that you would see in your local mall jeweler. One of the things that I noticed in many years of selling fine jewelry to people at shows and in our physical store was that we heard the same comments over and over and over again from people who loved our jewelry. It seemed like no matter who it was, they made the same comments. One was, the first thing that they usually said was how much they liked the look of the jewelry. It is not like something that you see at your neighborhood jewelry store or on the vast majority of websites today. It's something that was produced many years ago in most cases and can't be made in the same way today because the price would be prohibitive. The style and beauty and workmanship of many of the pieces is really remarkable, especially when you consider the fact that the materials used, especially the size of the stones, is really quite modest compared to what is sold in jewelry stores today. If you went into a modern jewelry store, for example, with $1,000 to spend on a wedding set, you would almost certainly be told that that really wasn't enough to buy anything. You could have a nice wedding band, a nice gold wedding band, a really substantial one, maybe with a few tiny diamonds in it for $1,000, but you couldn't buy a separate engagement ring that was something that you'd be willing to wear for $1,000. If you look at older sets, you'd be amazed at the beautiful appearance you could get for half of $1,000. Or even in some cases, $250,000. The stones would not be large, but I guarantee you that the appearance would be something that would get you compliments every single day. It's really quite surprising. That leads into one of the other comments that we heard over and over and over again from customers, which was that they couldn't believe the difference in price between old and new jewelry. There just is no comparison. Jewelers work on a very large markup. They usually mark the prices of their jewelry at a minimum of 4 times what they paid for the piece, which is a very, very high markup. That's necessary because they have enormous expenses for advertising, for overhead like rental in a shopping mall, and for insurance, which is one of the big considerations with jewelry stores that many other types of businesses don't have. When you look at older jewelry, especially if you're buying it online, those expenses have been removed. So the price is incredibly low compared to what you would pay in a new jewelry store. The other thing that we heard from customers over and over again is how much they enjoyed having pieces that were different from what they saw on all their friends and in all the stores. There's really a romantic quality to a lot of the older jewelry that you don't find in new jewelry. I hope that you'll enjoy looking through our shop and finding a piece that's just perfect for you. And please come back next week again. Bye.
Oh, much better.